began, how God created it by hand. From mighty mountains to the raging sea, to every leaf on every single tree. It's in the holy book. Just open up and take a look. It's a story for young and old, the greatest story ever told. So lend an ear and you will hear the greatest story. The greatest story.
Long ago and far away in the city of Jerusalem, a very special visitor came to town. His name was Jesus. He arrived on a beautiful Sunday in spring.
What's happening? Where's everyone going?
Haven't you heard? It's him! He's here! He's finally here!
Oh, who's here?
The king! Come on!
The king?
Come on, let's go.
There he is! There's Jesus!
Where? Not that fellow on the donkey colt.
The king? On a donkey? He should be riding a golden chariot pulled by mighty horses.
Are you sure he's a king? He looks so ordinary, like one of us.
He may not look special, but did you hear what he's done? He's done the most amazing things to help people. Even when Jesus is very busy, he takes time to bless children.
There was a beggar who had been blind all his life. Jesus touched him, and you know what happened? The blind man could see.
And that's not all. I heard Jesus went to a wedding and there wasn't enough wine. So he took barrels of water and turned them into wine.
Water into wine? That's nothing. I heard he knows how to walk on water.
Oh, he's such a wonderful, nice man.
Make way! Make way! Come on, donkey. There's a good donkey. Come on. Good thinking, Andrew. Which way do you want to go, Jesus?
Let's go to the temple. I'm excited to get back to my father's house of prayer.
To the temple! Come on! This way!
It's been a busy morning. The temple will be quiet and peaceful.
No, it's okay. It's okay. The people don't care. You can bring the donkey in the temple with you.
You said this was a place of worship.
Well, the more money you spend, the better the blessing.
This should be a house of prayer to honor God, not to make money. But look, it's like an animal farm in here.
This bird is 12 drachmas. 12 drachmas.
That's much too high. Leave here, all of you. Now. Come, let's go.
Not everyone was happy to see Jesus. Some priests in the temple were very jealous that everyone liked Jesus more than they liked them. They didn't believe that he was the king.
You're always telling us about this wonderful place called heaven. But how do we get into heaven?
Trust in God and trust in me. Love God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. Forgive people when they do wrong. If people are hungry, feed them. And if they are thirsty, give them something to drink. If someone needs help,
Will you people please stop pushing? We all want to hear what Jesus has to say.
it's all right, Peter. Someone touched me. Who was it?
There are so many people here. How could I know?
Who was it? Who touched me?
I did. I have been sick for many years. I wanted to touch you and be healed.
Now you are better and can go in peace.
Oh, thank you.
From watching what I do and listening to what I say, you can learn how to enter into heaven. Love everyone, rich or poor. Most of all, I want you to learn to love your enemies.
Judas, one of Jesus' disciples, was confused. He had followed Jesus for a long time, but he still didn't understand how to love everyone. He was also confused because he liked having money, and he always wanted more.
I know I dropped it here somewhere. Excuse me, I've lost some money. Have you seen my coin? Does it have your name on it?
One day, Judas decided to do something bad.
Do you want to know where you can find Jesus?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm one of his disciples, Judas. I can show you where he stays for a price.
Yes, take us to him. He's causing us too much trouble. The people like him more than us now. We must stop him.
What will you give me if I tell you where he is?
How's this? 30 pieces of silver. Don't worry. No one will know what you've done.
All right, it's a deal. I'll come back soon and lead you to Jesus.
That night, Jesus invited his closest followers, the disciples, to a special dinner.
Hello, welcome, Peter and Andrew. And you too, James, John, Philip and Bartholomew. Hello, Thomas, Matthew, and James. Nice to see you, Thaddeus, Simon, and Judas.
What a long, hot day. I'm tired.
Oh, me too. And my feet are filthy from those dirty streets. I could sure use a bath.
I know. Let's get a servant to wash our feet for us.
Good idea. Jesus, do you know of a servant who can take care of us?
Certainly.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm washing your feet. Lift, please.
But I didn't want you to do that. I wanted a servant to do it. You're too important, too powerful to kneel before me and wash my feet.
Please, Peter. It's okay. I want to do this. And me too? And you, John. May I?
And so Jesus himself, their Lord and teacher, went around the table with a large bowl of water. He washed everyone's feet until they were all clean.
Even though I'm your Lord, I'm also your servant. I want to take care of you. And I want you to take care of others, too. Now listen to me. I have something very important to tell you tonight. Someone here is going to do something bad to me. Someone is going to betray my trust and love.
Who? Who is it?
Could it be me?
Or me? Not me.
Go ahead, Judas. Do what you were going to do. First, I will give thanks. We thank you, God our Father, because you give us bread to eat and wine to drink. Whenever you eat this bread and drink this wine, I want you to remember me.
The disciples didn't understand yet what Jesus was saying or why Judas had run off. They were confused, but they continued to listen.
This is the last supper I'm going to have with you. I have to go away soon, but don't worry. We'll see each other again, I promise. And I want you to remember, always love one another as I love you.
But we don't want you to go away.
We want you to stay with us, always.
Do you really have to go?
Yes, but remember what I tell you. I'll be back. Soon we'll be together again.
Is someone trying to hurt you? If so, we'll help you, won't we?
My dear friends, tonight you will be afraid, but everything will be all right. But now I want to go outside and pray. Do any of you want to join me?
I do.
Me too.
You can count on
I'll
me,
go.
Jesus.
Me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I'll go with
I'll
you.
be right by your
I'll
side.
go too.
All right, then follow me.
And so Jesus led 11 of his disciples outside. It was a beautiful starry night. They walked and walked until they got to a hill called the Mount of Olives. It was late, and the disciples were getting tired.
I want to be alone for a few minutes. You'll wait here for me and keep watch, won't you?
Of course we will. We'll be right here if you need us.
That's right. You can count on us.
I'm tired.
Me too.
I know. Let's rest against these rocks and this tree.
Dear Father, I know you love me and are watching over me, but sometimes I'm still afraid of what's going to happen. Please help me be strong to do what you want me to do. Thank you. Amen.
But back in the city of Jerusalem,
Which way is he?
Follow me.
Peter? John? Where is everyone? Sound asleep.
What? Oh, it's you.
Where am I? What's going on? It's okay. It's time to wake up. Huh?
What's going on?
Hello, Jesus.
Oh! Come on! We have to protect him.
It's okay. I must go. Put down your sword. This is what God wants me to do.
following the orders of Pontius Pilate, The soldiers who carried Jesus away treated him as though he had broken the law. This was because there were some people who did not believe he was the Son of God. And so it was that Jesus died on a cross with a thief on each side of him. The disciples were very, very sad. They missed their Lord. But soon, a great surprise would happen. Some of the disciples took Jesus' body and cared for it. They brought him to a cave to be buried, as was the custom in those days. Then they put a big rock in front of the cave entrance, so no one else could get in. And finally, guards were ordered to stay in front of the cave. 2 full days and nights passed. And then on the 3rd morning,
You hear something? Yeah, what is that? Hey, what's going on around here? Huh? How is that stone moving all by itself? Look!
just then, some of Jesus' friends were on their way to visit the cave.
We have everything we need, right? Perfume, spices?
I think so. Now we just need to talk to the guards. I hope they don't try to stop us.
Out of my way!
I wonder why they're running.
Do not be surprised. Jesus is not here. He has risen from the dead. He's alive again. Go and tell all of his friends the good news.
Jesus lives! We must go tell everyone. What good news! Peter, John, angels, it's unbelievable. He's alive. Jesus is alive again. An angel appeared before me and told me the good news.
I can't believe it. What a miracle.
Incredible! Risen from the dead. Praise God!
I must see for myself.
Today, the giant stone is rolled away. Jesus lives, it's the truth. Have you heard the news? We have seen with our own eyes the friend we lost has come to life. Spread the word.
Thomas, it's so good to see you. I have some great news. Jesus is risen. He is alive again.
Mm-hmm. I know that you've been sad lately, Mary. Why don't you get some rest?
No, really. Everything I say is true.
Thanks for the news, Mary. That's really great. Why don't you go on home now?
Believe me, it's true. Oh, Thomas, I'll see you later.
I'd have to see Jesus with my own 2 eyes to believe it. Wouldn't it be great, though, to walk into this house and see my teacher's familiar face again? I can almost picture it now. Jesus would be standing here, smiling at me. Ooh, Jesus? Jesus? Is that you? Now that Jesus is gone, we might as well fish. Are you ready with the net?
Uh-huh. Come on, John.
Okay. And a 1, a 2, a 3. All right. Let's pull her back in. Pull! Pull! Pull!
Oh, no. Not again.
We haven't caught so much as a minnow.
Let's try it again, I guess. A 1, a 2, up.
Look! Who's that over there?
Throw your net on the other side of your boat.
What is that going to prove?
Besides, we've already tried that. We already tried that.
Try again. Why should there be fish on one side of the boat and not the other?
Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Come on. And a 1, a 2, a 3!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Pull! Pull! Look at all these fish. Just look at them.
But how can that be?
How did he know that? Who is that man?
Some kind of miracle.
A miracle? Jesus?
It is! I can't believe it! It's him!
Jesus! Quick, everybody, pull in the nets. Pull in the nets and let's get rowing.
You're back! I can't believe you're back!
Yes, Peter, but only for a little while. You see, I have to go back to my Father in heaven soon. Are you leaving us again?
You just got back. We want you to stay.
Don't be sad. You should all be happy. Rejoice.
Happy? How can we be happy when you're going to leave us again?
Because I died to make up for all the wrong things people have ever done.
You mean you died for us?
But why? Because I love you all.
What do you want us to do?
God wants you to be with Him in everything you do, and the way to do that is to love everyone, the way I love you. I'm going to make a place in heaven for you. Tell everyone you meet about me, and about what I have taught you, and always remember, I will be with you forever.
We'll never forget you. We will tell everyone about your love.
And the disciples never did forget. They went through villages and cities in many parts of the world, telling people about Jesus and the great things He had done. ago, God sent his prophet Samuel to find the future king of the Israelites.
Samuel, go to Jesse's house in Bethlehem. There you will find the new king over all Israel.
I wonder who that is.
My sons, come into the house. There is a guest here to see you.
Huh? Oh. David, you stay there and look after the sheep. We're going inside.
Jesse, you say you have 8 sons?
Yes, and they are such fine young men. Here they come.
Oh!
Which one could it be? Surely this must be God's chosen one.
No, Samuel. You are thinking too much about what he looks like. You must look inside. You must look at his heart.
Wait. There are only 7 here. Don't you have another son?
Yes, but he is the youngest and the smallest. See him off there guarding the sheep?
Him? No, it couldn't be him. Could it? Thank you. I will leave now.
You must look at his heart.
What's your name, son?
David.
God has told me that you will be the new king of Israel someday.
God is my friend. He helps me save my sheep.
Yes, and one day I hope you save us all. Goodbye, David.
Goodbye, and God bless.
David's 3 older brothers were called away.
David, come over here and pray with me as I bless the men of the family for battle.
To go fight for the people of Israel.
Eliab, Abinadab, Shammah, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and bring you safely home from battle.
But Father!
What, son?
You didn't bless me. I want to fight for Israel.
Don't worry about us, Father. We're old enough.
And strong enough. We can hardly wait to fight the enemy of God's chosen people, the evil Philistines.
We'll win and be home before you know it, David.
Hey, wait, everybody! Wait! Don't leave without me. Please, please let me go, Father. I want to fight for the people of Israel, too. What's so funny? I may be small, but I'm brave. Why, just the other day, I saved our whole flock of sheep from a huge, ferocious lion. I hit him with a stone from my sling, and knocked him clean out. Want to see how good I'm getting?
Whoa!
No, David, not now.
First, I had to sock that lion right on his nose. Bang! And then I shook that rascal by his whiskers. And then I pulled his jaws apart and rescued our little lamb. And then... I'm not afraid of those Philistines. Oh! So please, Father, please let me go fight too. Whoa!
Guarding sheep isn't exactly the same as fighting the big bad Philistines, little David.
Stay home, little brother. Father needs your help to watch over the sheep, and Father can watch over you.
Grow up, little lamb. You may be brave enough to fight, but you're just too little.
Abinadab, Shammah, time to go.
Goodbye, Father. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Someday I'll go to battle for the people of Israel, Father. Someday.
Now the two great armies met for war in the middle of a vast valley. King Saul led the army of Israelites. But the enemy, the Philistines, had a giant on their side. The giant came marching across the valley toward the army of the Israelites. His legs were as big as tree trunks, his arms were strong as iron, and his steps made the whole earth tremble.
I am Goliath, the giant, and all of you are nothing but King Saul's little servants. Even if all of you fight me together, you can never beat me! So spare yourselves. I dare you, choose just one man brave enough to fight.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me either.
Just one man. If he beats me, all of my men will be your servants. But if I slay him, all of you shall be our servants forever. Now, who is brave enough to fight a giant? Just step forward. I'll be waiting.
Every morning and evening for 40 days, Goliath marched to the center of the valley and gave his great battle cry.
Fight me today!
Not me.
Not yesterday.
Not today either.
None of us are brave enough to fight a 10-foot giant.
Or foolish enough.
You are nothing but cowards!
He said it.
He's right.
You bet he's right.
Well, what do my brothers think?
Could I?
Whoa! No, don't even think about it. I'll try to...
Whoa! You're not risking your life for him. Maybe I'll...
Neither are you, Eliab. It's not worth it. Not even to marry King Saul's daughter.
Oh, but wouldn't it be great? Being rewarded with the princess's hand in marriage for beating the giant?
Oh, I wish this was over and we could go home to Father in Bethlehem.
The king will come up with a plan. You watch.
Bet I can get 5 in a row. Now remember, never be afraid.
David, that was a good shot, son.
Did you see that, Father? Maybe now you let me go join the army and fight with King Saul and the Israelites.
No, son, I told you before. They won't take you. You're too young to be a soldier. And you've got to get some more meat on those bones of yours.
But Father, I'm strong and I can run like a deer.
I said no, David. Now do as I ask and take this food to your brothers. Then hurry home to tell me how they are. Now be careful, son. I pray you will bring good news.
Who will fight me today?
Whoa!
Is there one man brave enough to fight? Are all the Israelites nothing but cowards?
Oh my God!
Ho, 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 ho!
Eliab! Abinadab! Shammah, what are you doing? Why are you running away?
You'd better run yourself. If you know what's good for you.
Watch out, boy! But who is that?
It's Goliath, the giant. He's the champion for the Philistines against the people of Israel.
But why won't anyone fight back?
What do you mean? Look at him. He's too strong. He's over 10 feet tall. None of us could even lift his spear.
But what about King Saul?
King Saul will give a rich reward to the man who slays that giant.
He'll even let him marry his own daughter.
And none of you are brave enough to try?
No, because none of us want to die for no reason.
Eliab, why won't you fight? Abinadab, why are you afraid? Shama, are you afraid of the giant too?
All the soldiers are afraid, little David.
Yes, little brother. Aren't you afraid too?
You're too young to be here at all, David.
Yes, little brother. Go home and take care of sheep where it's safe.
No, I can't. Someone has to fight Goliath.
But who? Everyone here is afraid.
I'll fight the giant. I'm not afraid.
You?
Yes. God is stronger than Goliath. And God will help me. Go tell King Saul, I'm not afraid.
I have news for King Saul.
What news?
So, there's this Israelite champion who's really a young shepherd boy. Says he wants to fight for King Saul and the Israelites. Says God will help him fight the giant. And he's never even been trained as a soldier.
Well, tell the foolish lad to go home. King Saul is no use for jokes out here on the battlefield. Tell the boy.
Tell the boy to come here.
But sire.
Joab, bring the boy here to me. Now. I wonder who he is. I wonder why he's the only one brave enough to fight the giant.
He is, I understand, a giant of a man, and I am not. His spear appears to be the size of a small tree, and all I've got is a slingshot. This Philistine is large, but I know who's in charge. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. And even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. The roaring lion sent the wolves home crying every time. And with a little faith, I was not afraid. The fight was God's, not mine. This Philistine is large, but I know who's in charge. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. And even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. Even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. Next to the giant of a God with me. I have a giant of a God with me. I've got a giant of a God. Giant, giant, giant of a God. Giant, giant.
So that's the little hero?
Looks like he couldn't fight a flea.
Make way for the little giant killer.
I don't see any giant killer. I don't see anyone.
Neither do I.
Silence! Make way for this boy.
Huh?
I said make way for the shepherd boy. The king wants to see him.
Oh,
yes.
Certainly, Commander.
Right away, sir.
Your Majesty,
I am...
Silence! Let the boys speak.
Please, sir, don't be afraid of the giant. With God's help, I'll fight him for you. I'll fight Goliath for you and for all of the people of Israel.
But how can a boy like you fight Goliath? You can't match him in size or strength or skill, my boy. Why, you've never even been trained for battle.
It's true, Your Majesty. I am young and small. But God will make me strong. If God saves my sheep, God will save me from this giant. Now let me fight the giant for you and the people of Israel.
Yes, little David, and may God be with you. Joab, get my sword and shield. Get my armor. Put them on young David.
Huh?
Joab, I said dress the boy for battle.
Huh? Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. Well, didn't you hear King Saul? Do as he says.
I can hardly pick up your sword, Your Majesty. And your shield is much too heavy for me.
But, David...
God's help is all the armor I need. Please help me, God. Help me fight Goliath the giant for the people of Israel. Can you hear me, Goliath the giant? I am ready to fight.
Ha! Do you think you can fight with sticks and stones? You'll be sorry!
You fight me with your sharp sword and heavy spear, Goliath, but I fight you in the name of God.
Goliath! He's dead!
Hooray!
Run! Run for your lives!
Look at those cowards run!
Yes! After them! Come back here!
And the Israelites chased the Philistines away.
The boy killed the giant! Goliath is dead! But where is the boy? Joab, bring him here to me.
Little brother! It is you! Our brave baby brother David!
Bring the boy here to King Saul.
Thank you, my son.
Thank God, Your Majesty.
And that is how little David beat Goliath the giant with the help of God. This was only one of the many great adventures God had planned for David. David the shepherd boy grew up to become a great king who served God. Throughout David's long and adventurous life, he always remembered the comforting words of God.
Long ago, word spread throughout the land of a wonderful teacher in Jerusalem. It was Jesus, the Son of God. He helped people who were sick. And encouraged those who were lonely. He answered their questions and told them about God. Jesus traveled from place to place, and wherever he went, people wanted to hear what he had to say.
You know, the angels of children are always very close to God in heaven.
Please, touch my baby.
Pray for my child.
No, go away.
One of Jesus' disciples was upset.
Can't you see Jesus is too busy to waste his time on children?
Wait. My Father's kingdom is made up of people who trust and love like children do. To God, every child is a special treasure. As my disciple, you should know I could never turn children away.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Here.
Please, come back. I was wrong. Jesus will bless your children.
Jesus was never too busy for anyone, young or old, sick or well.
Teacher!
If you really know all the answers, tell me, how can I get into heaven?
You've studied God's law. What do you think?
Well, it says to love God with all my heart and mind and strength. And I should love my neighbors and other people as much as I love myself.
That's right.
But wait, I understand everything but that last part. Who are my neighbors? And how do I love others? So, what's your answer, Jesus?
There's the story of a young man.
He left Jerusalem on a trip to Jericho. The young man checked his money carefully, as his father had always told him to. And then began his journey.
Morning. Good morning.
Along the way, the man greeted other travelers, including a priest from the temple.
Have a safe journey.
And you also.
As his journey continued, he came upon another traveler. A Levite. Levites helped the priests in the temple.
Thank you, my friend. Good journey to you.
And to you.
As time passed, the travelers saw fewer and fewer people on the road.
So I'm not alone. What a beautiful bird. I remember seeing such a bird once.
Oh, Papa! Can we look at the birds?
We always do, son.
Oh, Papa, don't you just love the birds?
Love the birds! Rah! Love the birds!
Come on. Your mother sent us to buy almonds for our dinner.
They live down the street from us, don't they?
Yes, they're our neighbors. They're good people.
Oh, Papa, look! Who's that man?
Him? He's not from Jerusalem. He's from Samaria.
That's a Samaritan?
Stay here, son. The Samaritans are not like our neighbors. They are our enemies and can't be trusted.
The boy was taught to fear anyone from a different place.
Always remember, beware of the Samaritans. Beware of the Samaritans.
The traveler was completely alone on the road when a stranger approached. He was frightened because his father had always warned him to be afraid of people from other places. But the foreigner did not bother him.
Greetings, little fellow. Here's a treat for you. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you.
Good day, stranger.
How are you?
Hello.
Are you from Jerusalem? That's a relief. It's good to see neighbors so far from home. Ow! You have a firm grip, friend.
You haven't felt anything yet. Grab him!
What are you doing? Please stop! No! Stop, please! Why are you doing this? We're neighbors!
So give us all your money, neighbor. Let's get out of here.
The thieves took the traveler's money and jewelry, and they almost took his life.
somebody help me?
But no one could hear his cries for help, so he tried to crawl back to the road.
I know you'd help me if you could, little friend.
The poor traveler lay in the ditch for hours.
Someone's coming. How fortunate. It's the priest. He'll help me. But I'm so tired.
The traveler needed help, but he was too weak to call out.
What's this? Oh my goodness! Someone should help this poor man.
The priest passed the traveler on the opposite side of the road.
Oh, the priest. Where did he go? The Levite. He called me friend. Help! Please! Please! Please, friend.
No, not me.
Please.
Like the priest before him, the Levite passed on the other side of the road.
What will I do? What will I do? Isn't there anyone who will help me?
By late afternoon, the poor traveler had grown very weak.
Hello, little friend. I'm afraid I won't make it through the night. Tell me, God, where are my neighbors now that I need them?
At sunset, another traveler came down the road.
Someone's coming.
Always remember, beware of the Samaritans.
Just when I need help the most, along comes a Samaritan. Maybe he hasn't seen me.
Who is it?
What happened to you?
No matter. You need help. I'll be right back.
He won't be back.
This is medicine for your cuts and scrapes. Now, this should help.
I don't understand.
I'm going to take you to a safe place tonight.
But why? You're a Samaritan.
Ah, then you have met my people before.
Travelers passing by couldn't believe their eyes. A Samaritan was helping an Israelite.
Don't talk. Save your strength for our journey ahead. I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
The Samaritan led his donkey to a small inn.
Was there an accident? Is he all right?
No, we must get him inside.
Of course.
That man, he's alive.
Yes, I saw him too.
But who is that with him?
Why, it's a Samaritan! But a Samaritan wouldn't help an Israelite. Would he?
Just rest now.
Thank you.
All night, the Samaritan cared for the injured man.
He's looking much better.
I must travel on business today. Take this money and pay for anything he needs until I get back. When I return, I'll pay you for any other expenses.
I can't thank you enough.
I'll see you in a few days.
I asked God where my neighbors were when I needed them. He has given me the answer.
And the Samaritan did as he promised. A few days later, he took the traveler back to Jerusalem.
Who's my neighbor? You are my neighbor. I can clearly see that a neighbor is a friend reaching out to me.
Who's my neighbor? You are my neighbor. Now we both agree that a neighbor is a friend helping friends in need. Look for
neighbor, you are my neighbor. Hand in hand we go. Hand in hand we go.
Helping strangers we may meet along the winding road.
Who's my neighbor? You are my neighbor. I can clearly see that a neighbor is a friend reaching out to me.
When you look with your heart instead of your eyes, the neighbor you find will be a big surprise. Look for a neighbor, he will be the one.
Hand in hand we go.
Always standing by your side when the day is done. Look for a neighbor, he will be the one. Always standing by your side when the day is done. When the day is done.
So tell me, which man was the neighbor to the traveler? The priest, the Levite, or the Samaritan?
Well, that's easy. The one who cared for him.
As we should all do, showing kindness to everyone. So don't just love the people in your family or your friends. Love everybody, especially those in need. Live your life like the Good Samaritan.
I will, Jesus. Here, let me help you, young neighbor.
The story Jesus told that day spread throughout the world. And now, a person who helps someone in need is called a Good Samaritan.